Good morning, students. Welcome to the next class of switching theory and logic design. In this class, we are going to discuss the concept of design of encoders. Design of encoders. In the last class, we have seen the concept of decoders, and after that, we have seen higher order decoders using lower order decoders. After that, we have seen how to implement different types of logical functions by using decoders. So in this class, we are continuing the topics, that is nothing as we are dealing now encoder topic. So coming to here, generally here we are representing an encoder in this way, where the encoder has 2 power n inputs and n outputs. So here we have 2 power n number of inputs here we have, and n number of outputs are available here. First, coming to the definition of encoder. An encoder is a combinational circuit. This encoder is a combinational circuit that converts binary information in the form of a 2 power n input lines into n output lines, which represent n bit code for the input. Here it is nothing but as, here we have 2 power n number of informations, and here we have n number of output information. So generally in the input side information we are representing with A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, or E0, E1, E2, E3, or E1 to En. For example, here you have 2 power n number of information. We are starting from A1 to A 2 power n. So this many number of informations here we are placing. Next, coming to that, here total n number of outputs are available. For example, here 4 outputs are available, then the inputs are 2 power 4 inputs are available. For example, see here we will take n value is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Now coming to that, if n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, then this is the 2:1 encoder. This is the 2:1 encoder. Next, coming to that, n is equal to 2. If n is equal to 2, 2 power n value is equal to 2 power 2. That is equal to 4:2. 4:2 encoder. For example, if n value is equal to 3, then 2 power 3 is equal to 8. Then 8:3 encoder. So it's very simple concept. In the decoder side, we are saying that n is to 2 power n. Here the encoder side, we are saying that 2 power n is to n. So there 2 to 4 decoder is available. Here 4 to 2 encoder is available. There in the decoder side 3 to 8 decoder is available. Here 8 to 3 encoder is available. So these are the some of the examples of encoders. Now coming to here, the internal functionality of this encoder. Only one input is activated at a time. So in a particular period of time, any one of the input is going to switch on, and remaining all the inputs are going to switch off situation. That means we have to give only one input in between A1 to A2 power. That is, in the 2 power n inputs, here we have to switch on only one input. Remaining all the inputs are 0. Right? So that is the condition at the input side. Next, binary code or pattern at the output side. So at the output side, we have some binary patterns. So the patterns are maybe 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. If you have 2 outputs, then the patterns are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Otherwise, if you have 3 outputs, then the patterns are 0, 0, or 0, 0, 1, or 0, 1, 0, or 0, 1, 1, or 1, 0, 0, or 1, 0, 1, or 1, 1, 0, or 0, 1. So these are the output patterns if you have 3 outputs. That we will see now. Next, coming to the examples of encoders: 4 to 2 encoder, 8 to 3 encoder. So this is the introduction related to this encoder. Now coming to here, we will see 4 to 2 encoder. 4 to 2 encoder. Here I am saying that 4 inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 inputs are available for this encoder. These 4 inputs are, for example, A0, A1, A2, A3. Okay, so here total I have 4 inputs. Now coming to here, outputs. I have 2 outputs. They may be A, B, or you can take X, Y. You can take X, Y. X and Y. So here we have two outputs, right? Now coming to here, this 4 to 2 encoder, take the truth table. So A0, A1, A2, A3. I said that we have 4 inputs. My condition is any one of the input is going to switch on condition and remaining all the inputs are 0. So if A0 is equal to 1, remaining all the inputs are 0. If A1 is equal to 1, remaining all the inputs are 0. If A2 is equal to 1, remaining all the inputs are 0. Here if A3 is equal to 1, remaining all the inputs are 0. So this is my condition at the input side. Now each combination of input is representing a different pattern. For example, here I have X and Y outputs, then this X and Y are representing each combination. For example, if A0 is equal to 1, then it is representing as XY is equal to 0, 0. If A1 is equal to 1, then XY I am representing as 0, 1. If A3 is equal to 1, then I am representing XY as 1, 0. If A3 is equal to 1, then XY I am representing as 1, 1. Okay, right. Now see here. So see here, I have taken the enable signal. Why? Because for any type of decoder and or encoder, we have enable signal. I said that we have 4 inputs, A0, A1, A2, A3. Next coming to that, we have 2 outputs, X and Y. So see here, if enable is equal to 0, we are not considering the input. Why? Because enable is nothing but as power supply. For example, it is working as a power supply. If you not switch on the power supply, then the kit is not accepting any inputs. So for that reason, the kit is in the deactivated state. When enable is equal to 1, then only it is going to active state. Then it will consider the whatever the inputs here we are giving at the input side. They are that inputs. It will collect and it will process the output. Next coming to that outputs. So see here. In this green color table, I have represented the input combination. In these combinations, see here, 4 inputs are available. In these 4 inputs, I have kept only one input is 1 and remaining all the inputs are 0s. Like that, each combination I have represented. So totally, I got 4 maximum possible combinations. With 4 bits, we have 2 power 4 combinations are available. That is, total 16 combinations are available with 4 bits. But my condition is any one of the bit is going to active and remaining all the bits are going to 0. With that condition, the maximum possible combinations are these 4. 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So these are the possible combinations. For each possible combination, I have represented one output. So here there is no input collection at the input side. There is no input collection. So for that reason, I am not considering this outputs or inputs. Now enable is equal to 1. Here the condition is 1 0 0. When A0 is equal to 1, I am representing the XY patterns are X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 0. That is 0 0. In the same way, A1 is equal to 1, then XY is equal to 0 1. If A2 is equal to 1, I am representing XY is equal to 1 0. If A3 is equal to 1, XY I am representing as 1 1. Okay. So this is the operation for this 4 to encoder. If it is the operation, then what is the internal circuit of this 4 to encoder? Is it clear? So if this is the operation, then what is the internal circuit of this one? In the previous classes, for the decoder, we have drawn the diagram by using AND gates. Okay, X is equal, for example, D0, D1, D2, D3. We have drawn the function. Right? Now we will see. So see here, for this table, what is my condition? You have to take the outputs. Here I have 2 outputs, X and Y. When X is equal to 1, see here, in these 2 conditions, I have X is equal to 1. So if X is equal to 1, then what about the inputs? See here. So here A2 is going to switch on condition, and in this combination A3 is going to switch on condition. Now see here, X is equal to, you can write here A2 is equal to switch on condition. So for that reason A2 plus A3. Here X is equal to A2 plus A3, and Y is equal to, see here for Y, this is the one combination and another combination. In this combination, A1 is going to switch on condition. In this combination, A3 is going to switch on condition. So A3 plus A1. So this is the Y signal. This is the Y signal. For Y signal, A3 plus A1 and X signal A2 plus A3. These are the 2 functionalities for X and Y. So see here, I have written x is equal to a2 plus a3 and y is equal to a1 plus a3. So the same conditions I have written here. Now we have to draw the logic diagram for these two gates. So coming to the logic diagram, see here carefully. Here x and y are the outputs. So see here, x and y are the outputs, and a2, a1, a3, a0. These four are the outputs. Now we will see the diagram for this one. So here you have to take A2 signal, A3 signal, then you have to use OR gate in between A2 and A3. And you have to take A1, A3 signals, you have to use OR gate for getting the Y output. So this is the diagram for the X and Y. So see here, X is the output and Y is the one more output. So for X output, what is the condition? A2 plus A3. So see here, what we have drawn in the same way or not? No. So this is the Y. This is the Y, this is the X. For Y is equal to what? A1 plus A3. A1 and A3. These two signals are connected here. So see here. This is the Y. This is the X. Right. So this is the modification we done here. So see here. What is the Y? Y is equal to A1 plus A3. So here A1 signal is there. So see here, A1 signal, A3 signal. This A1 signal is connected to this OR gate and A3 signal is connected to this OR gate. These two signals are connected to this OR gate, and if A1 is equal to 1 or A3 is equal to 1, Y output will automatically switch on. It will go to switch on condition. Why? Because the OR gate functionality is what? Any one of the input is 1. If for the OR gate, then automatically the output is equal to 1. If for this OR gate, any one of the input is 1, automatically the output is 1. So see here, Y is equal to A1 plus A3, A1 plus A3. Next coming to X. For the X we have two inputs, A2, A3. So A2, A3. Okay. So this is the logic diagram behind this 4 to 8 to encoder. So this is a block diagram. In this block diagram, here we have that circuit. Right? Whose circuit? This is the circuit. This is the circuit. Here we have under 4 to 2 encoder operation. So for implementing 4 to 2 encoder, we need only 2 OR gate functionalities. If this is the same concept for the decoder, there are 2 inputs and 4 outputs are available for the decoder circuit. In the decoder, we have used 4 AND gates and 2 NOT gates for implementing 2 to 4 decoder. For implementing 4 to 2 encoder, just 2 OR gates are more than enough. There is a difference between 2 to 4 decoder and 4 to 2 encoder. Now coming to that, 8 to 3 encoder. In the same way, 4 to 2 encoder we have learned. So based on the same way, 8 to 3 encoder is also available. Here the condition is any one of the input is going to switch on. Going to switch on condition. Next coming to that, XY. If A0 is equal to 1, XYZ we are representing as 0, 0, 0. If A1 is equal to 1 and remaining all the inputs are 0, then XYZ we are representing as 0, 0, 1. That is, here by using 3 bits we can represent 8 possible combinations. So here we have total 8 inputs. So here by condition, any one of the input is going to switch on and remaining all the inputs are going to switch off condition. So again, the most important one, enable signal. Here enable is equal to 0, we are not considering the kit inputs and outputs. So when enable is equal to 1, then only we will consider the kit input and output operations. So coming to that, inputs of this 8 to 3 encoder, here 8 inputs are available. So each input combination here, see here, A0 is equal to 1, I have represented with a blue color box with a white color text that is equal to 1. So here 1 is there. So the remaining all the inputs are zeros. Coming to next A1. When A1 is equal to 1, remaining all the inputs are zeros. When A2 is equal to 1 and remaining all the inputs are zeros. Okay. In the same way for all the 8 combinations I have represented. Actually 8 inputs are available. So coming to the 8 inputs are representing as 8 bits. So total possible combinations 2 power 8, that is equal to 256. That is in the general way. But here our condition is any one of the input is 1 and remaining all the inputs are 0. Based on that condition, we will get only any number of combinations only. That is 8 combinations of input we will get. So for that 8 input combinations, they are the output operations. So coming to that X, Y, Z. So see here for the A1 is equal to 0, for A1 A0 is equal to 1, then it is representing X, Y, Z is equal to 000. When A1 is equal to 1, then the output combinations is 001. That is, for each input combination, we are representing one output combination. Okay, so like that, if A2 is there, then automatically output combination is 010. Okay, it is very simple thing. If A5 is there, automatically the output combination is 101. So see here, it is 5101. So how we have represented this 101? Based on the decimal to binary conversion with the weightage of that value 5 equivalent binary number 101. Okay, like that we have represented here. Okay, this is the 8 to 3 encoder. In the same way, you can implement the operation. Okay, I am not explaining the internal structure of 8 to 3 encoder, but you have to analyze this 8 to 3 encoder operation. So take here Z, when the Z is equal to 1. So see here, so first 000, 001. So first condition you have to excuse. So this condition, don't bother about this condition. Why? Because the kit is in not working condition. Leave that combination. Next combination you have to correct. So 01010101. Okay. So see here, output is switched on at this time, at this time, at this time, at this time. 4 combinations. Those 4 combinations are representing A1, A3, A5, A7. Now Z is equal to A1 plus A3 plus A5 plus A7. So note it down carefully. Z is equal to A1 plus A3 plus A5 plus A7. Like that you have to write for Y. You have to write for X. For these 3 Boolean functions you have to write. Then you have to draw the logic diagram. Okay. That is what I am giving as an assignment. That work I am giving as an assignment. Right. Now coming to that. So previously we said that what is the purpose of encoder, what is the purpose of decoder. Okay, at the transmission side, in a communication system, at the transmitter side we have encoder, and at the receiver side we have the decoder. So we have seen the generalized diagrams. That generalized diagram, now I am taking with an example of 422 encoder, and it is connected to 224 decoder. Okay, the diagram now we will see. So coming to that, the first 224 decoder. This is the 224 decoder, and this is the 422 encoder. That is 224 decoder. This is the 224 decoder, and this is the 422 encoder. See here, you have four informations here. At the input side, you have 4 information. Now you have to transmit this information through a communication system. So in this communication, it may be wired communication, it may be wireless communication. Okay, so in the communication, when the information is there in between wired or wire in the wireless communication medium, you have to transmit less number of information. This many number of informations you can't transmit. Why? Because it will take more costly, it will take more time. Okay, so if you want to draw 4 lines in between the transmitter and receiver, it will take a long cost. Okay, for the small decoder, small encoders, it is not a big problem. For example, take n value is equal to 5. If n value is equal to 5, then the encoder specification is 32:5. Then the decoder is 5:32. Okay, so see here, 32 inputs are available, right? Then you can't use 32 streaming lines in between the transmitter and receiver. Okay, for example, coming to here, cable TV operator is connecting different types of dish networks from the satellite, and he is giving the channel information to our houses. So by using a single cable, he is not establishing for each TV, each connection. For ETV, he is not giving one cable, and for Gemini TV, he is not giving any cable. By using a single cable, he is transmitting more than 500 channels or 600 channels or 1000 channels of information. Okay, so in the communication medium, right, at the cable operator side, it has lot of, if you go to your cable operator office and see, you have lot of antennas and lot of equipment. You have lot of information, lot of channels at his office, but he is transmitting all the information by using a single cable to our houses. After that, by using a remote, whichever the channel you require, you are going to decode that the same information. Okay, so this coded information we are transmitting. The original information we are not transmitting. This coded information we are transmitting by using encoder, and this coded information we are receiving by the decoder, and we are decoding that information. We are decoding that information at the receiver side. So whatever the original information A0, A1, A2, A3 we have transmitted, that information we have taken at the output side. Say here A0 is equal to D0, A1 is equal to D1, A2 is equal to D2, A3 is equal to D3. Okay, this is about the decoder operation. Right? This is about decoder operations. Now, right, now this is very important. Priority encoder. Our next concept is priority encoder. So coming to that priority encoder. Here, we know that encoder operation. Here, we have added a new word called priority. What is meant by priority? For example, when you are going to buy a mobile, in the mobile shop, you have 5 mobiles. 5 mobiles are 6 GB RAM, and 5 mobiles has 256 GB internal memory, and 5 mobile has a Snapdragon 830 octa-core processor. That means all the 5 mobiles are very latest mobiles. In that 5 mobiles, what is your choice? That means which mobile you are going to buy. You are going to 5 mobiles, or you are going to 3 mobiles, or you are going to buy 2 mobiles, or you have any preference. In that 5 mobiles, this mobile is seems to be very good. Like you are going to say. For example, 5 brands are available: Samsung and LG, and next Redmi and Realme. Like we have 5 companies. So in these 5 companies, which mobile you are going to buy? All the 5 mobiles have same specifications, and working operation and booting time, everything is same. Which mobile you are going to buy? That is based on your preference. Actually, you are very good. You are experienced with some company, and you are saying that is a good mobile. That means you are giving priority to one mobile. But here, 5 mobiles are available at that shop. Okay, 5 mobiles are available at the shop, but you are giving preference to only one mobile. Okay, for the encoder part, so see here, this is the encoder diagram. Here I have 4 input signals. Here I have 4 input signals. And 2 output signals. Okay, this is 4:2 encoder. Here my question is, I said that if you went to the shop, you have 5 mobiles are same, and 5 mobiles are readily available, but your choice is any one of that mobile. So here, in the same way, see here I have 4 input signals. Here I have 4 input signals. My condition is what? Any one of the input is going to switch on conditions. Okay, so it may be 001, 0010, 0100, and 1000. You have to take these 4 combinations only. But input side, we can't say that these 4 signals will only get. Okay, so there may be chance of getting 0011. There may be a chance of getting these type of signals also. Actually, the encoder accepts these 4 inputs only. But at the input side, you have 0011. Maybe you have 1011. Like that you have. Okay, like that you have input signals. Then what is your action? It may be, for example, see here, these type of combinations will also occur at the input side. Then what you will do here? What is your preference? So see here, I am giving the preference. For the least significant bit. Okay. For example, see here. Here I have 3 signals. Okay. Then I have to take any one of the input, and remaining all the inputs I have to kept as 0. So see here, I am taking, if LSB is equal to 1, if LSB, we know that LSB, what is MSB. So this is the LSB bit, least significant bit. This is the MSB, most significant bit. Okay, LSB and MSB, least significant bit and most significant bit. You have to take the preference from the LSB. If LSB is equal to 1, automatically you have to take the one output combination. If LSB is equal to 0, then check for the next bit from the LSB. That means you have to come from the last bit. if whichever the least significant bit is equal to 1, automatically you have to put that is as the output. So see here. So this is the 4 to 2 priority encoder. Is there any change? Here we have enable signal. Here we have XY output signal. Here we have A0, A1, A2, A3. There is no change from the previous encoder to this encoder. Just have added a word called priority. Okay, a word called priority. Now coming to here, the same enable signal, and here we have the 4 input signals and 2 output signals. So see here, this part, in this part, I have changed the value from 0 to X. Previously, these values are goes to zeros. Okay, but now I kept these values are X. Why I have kept the X? So see here, at the input side, I said that 4 inputs are available. Actually, with the 4 input bits, I will get how many input combinations? 2 power 4 input combination. There is 16 possible combinations. I am saying that. So from the 16 possible combinations, I am taking only 4 possible combinations. That is, these are the 4 possible combinations. Total 16 combinations. I have chosen only 4 combinations. Okay, but that is the machine. We can't say that it will takes only these 4 combinations. That is a machine. Any type of information will be available at the input side. So out of the 16, if you remove the 4, you have again 12 combinations. You have again still 12 combinations of inputs. 12 combinations of inputs. So let us see here those 12 combinations. Here I am writing all the combinations. So see here, 4 zeros, 0001, 0010 and 0011, 0100 and 0101, 0110, 0111 and 1000 and 1001, 1001, 1010, 1011, 1100 and 1101, 1110 and 4 ones. These are the total 16 possible combinations. So in this we have chosen this one, and next we have chosen this one also, and we have chosen this one also, and we have chosen this one also. Right? This one, this one, this one, this one. These 4 combinations we have chosen. Okay, but there may be chance of getting the remaining combinations also at the input side. At the encoder side, there may be a chance of getting the remaining combinations also. So here what I am saying that, so see here, so if all zeros came, I am neglect the situation. If all zeros came, I am neglecting the situation. Why? Because my condition at least one input should be active. Okay, so I have removed that one. So this first combination is going to cancelled. Okay, this is cancelled. Next coming to here, 0011 is there. So see here, 0011 is available. 0011 is available. And so see here, next if I got this combination, what I have to do? Next 0101, next 0110, next 0111, next this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, right. Now I am writing all this combination in an order. So see here, X, X, X1, X, X10, X, X, sorry, not X. X100 and 100. So all the combinations I am representing with using this sign. Why? Because here how that combination is. Here X is I am representing either 0 or 1. X is I am representing either 0 or 1. That means here these combinations may be all ones. These combinations may be all ones. This is representing. Otherwise 1101 and 1001 or 1011 or next 0001 or 00, right? not like this. Here I will write again. So see here, triple x 1, it is representing 00001. Otherwise 00011 are this combination. Maybe this combination. Or next 1001 or 1101 or 1011. Okay, so here I have written some of the combinations. In this combination, the last bit is equal to 1. In all this combination, the last bit is equal to 1. If the LSB is equal to 1, so here in the remaining 3 bits, if it is 0, if it is 1, whatever may be the bit, I am representing the for this combination, the output values are 1 1. The output values are 1 1. That is x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. Okay. So I have chosen this combination. So see here, here in the place of this xxx, if it is 0 or 1, whatever it may be, if LSB is equal to 1, I am representing that combination is 1 1. Okay. Otherwise, if LSB is equal to 0 and the next LSB bit, after this LSB bit, this bit, if this bit is equal to 1, that is A2 is equal to 1 and A3 is equal to 0. See here the combination. A3 is equal to 0 and A2 is equal to 1. Then automatically I am representing xy is equal to 0. Here A0 A1, here A0 A1 may be 0 0 or 0 1 or 1 0 or 1 1, whatever it may be. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Okay. So next, coming to that next type of bits, we have 16 input combination. In the 16 input combination, these are the maybe different types of values. Here this value, so it is very simple. Here only one value is there. You can write here either 0 or 1. That means 0 1 0 0 or 1 1 0 0. If you got these two input combinations, for these two input combinations, we are representing as 0 1. Where for this input combination, okay. So these two are representing cross 1 0 0. Cross 1 0 0. These two combinations, it is treating as x1 0 0. If you got x1 0 0, then the outputs are 0 1. Okay, right. So like that, here to take, here xx is there. The values of here in the xx place, it may be 0 0 or 0 1 or 1 0 or 1 1. The bits of A0 A1, whatever it may be. If A3 and A2 values are seems to be like 1 and 0, A2 value is equal to 1, if A3 is equal to 0, all the outputs are 1 0. All the x and y outputs are 1 0. Okay, so this is the priority encoder. Here I have two options, but in these two options I have chosen only one option. That option is the LSB bit you have to check. If it is 1, then automatically, if the least significant bit is equal to 1, if the automatically the output combinations are 1 1. If the LSB bit is equal to 0, check for the next bit. If the next bit is equal to 1 and the LSB bit is equal to 0, then the output is 1 0 combination. If it is also not there, you will get like this combination. That is the third bit, that is A1 bit is equal to 1 and A2, A3 bits are 0 0, then output is equal to 0 1. Otherwise, the only one remaining combination, that is 1 0 0. If you got this combination, automatically X, Y outputs are 0 0. Okay. So like that we have taken the priorities. We have multiple options. From that multiple options, we have taken only one option, that is nothing but as priority, that is the process of priority. We are giving preference to one value, that is the LSB bit value is equal to 1. Okay, if LSB is equal to not 1, then you are going to the next bit. If it is also not 1, then you are going to the next bit. Like that you have came from here to here, here to here, here to here, we got the values. So this is the preference. This is the preference we have taken. Okay. Okay, this is about 4 to 2 priority encoder. In the same way here, 8 to 3 priority encoder. So here we have 8 inputs and 3 outputs, 1 enable signal. This is also seems to be like as a normal encoder, 8 to 3 encoder. This is 8 to 3 priority encoder. So here the change here, the only the truth table. From this truth table you have to draw the Boolean functions for the XYZ outputs, XYZ outputs. Then you have to construct the logic diagram. So here I am giving the base concept. I have drawn the complete diagram for the decoders. Each work I have did there. Now I am doing that same operation for the encoder also. For the first encoder I have drawn the diagram. For the remaining all the encoders you have to draw the diagram. And see here Z values and A values. So this X values you can take as don't care terms. This X values you can take like as a don't care terms. So for example, see here Z is equal to you can take A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 plus A6 plus A7. Right? So if you got all zeros, like you have to take, otherwise you can take the remaining. If you get any remaining combination, you can take as don't care combination. So here 8 inputs are available, 2 power 8. For solving or simplifying this expression, we can't use K-map. Why? Because K-map is limited to 6 input variables, but it has 8 input variables. So we have to go for the tabular method and we have to do any programming type of operation. Why? Because manually it is not possible. You have to develop an algorithm, and by using that algorithm you have to do this operation. This is the priority encoder. Right? So that's it for today. So in this today's class we have discussed about encoder topic. In this encoder topic, first we have seen what is the definition of encoder, and we have seen 4 to 2 encoder and 8 to 3 encoder, types of encoders we have seen. Then the internal diagram of 4 to 2 encoder also we have seen. After that we have seen the encoder decoder connection in a communication system. We have seen the example. Then we have discussed about the priority encoder. 4 to 2 priority encoder we have seen, and 8 to 3 priority encoder we have seen. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.